Jamal was responding to a report of a shooting, and he came upon two victims in the street, in the roadway that he believed were shot, and got out of the car and approached one of the individuals. And as he was putting on medical gloves and asking the person if he was okay, and checking, looking at the other victim in the area, he was very suddenly and callously assassinated. He was shot, fell to the ground, incapacitated, and the suspect continued to fire upon him, as well as other people during the few minutes of that response. It's just, it's incredibly difficult to deal with. There's absolutely nothing Officer Mitchell could have done differently in that situation. He did absolutely nothing wrong. He did everything that we as society ask of him to do. And that is not just this one particular instance. That is the man that he is. That is how he lived his life. He chose Minneapolis. Jamal is from the East Coast, like I am, moved to Minnesota 4 years ago, and became a police officer. I swore him in the beginning of February 2023. He chose to become a Minneapolis police officer post 2020. Despite all of the, very broad criticism of this agency and all of the people who are here, and all of the incredible challenges that this city faces as we try and keep people safe and rebuild our department. And he is the very best of what we could possibly ask for in police officers today. And absolutely everyone must come together and recognize and honor him, not just for how he gave his life, but how he lived his life as a hero, as a role model, as everything that we want in values of a police officer.
And forgive me, I'm incredibly moved by, I know how chaotic this scene was reported to be. And as he arrived on scene, rather than doing the safer thing, trying to assess what was going on, he saw someone he thought was in need, and he rushed to their aid. I understand that he was engaged to be married soon, that he leaves behind a child as well. Tell us a little bit more about Officer Mitchell. What was he like? And does it surprise you at all that he rolled up on this scene and instead of worrying for his own safety, put on those gloves and was trying to help this person?
Jamal was just a great man. I met him as soon as he came on. I swore him in, and then interacted with him several times. Within his first week on the job, he had run into a house that was on fire, as you mentioned, and rescued an elderly couple who were still inside and unable to navigate the smoke and get out on their own. And he just was the type of person, there's been an outpouring of love, not just from the members of the department, but from people all over the community. He was the type of person that loved being a Minneapolis cop. He loved his coworkers. He loved his family. He loved his friends. He loved his children. Every police officer is a person. Just like Jamal, we are fathers, we are brothers, we are husbands, we are parents, and we are somebody's child. And I think, it's important to recognize the sacrifice not only that Jamal has made, but that his children will make for the rest of their lives. He has young children. The youngest, I believe, a daughter is 4. 4 children in total. One is a teenager. The eldest a teenager. And obviously with children, there's various levels of understanding as these things happen. But we know, what those children are going to go through indefinitely. And that's why we pledge to never forget Jamal, our brother, and to stand in on his behalf for those children indefinitely.
And thank you for sharing some of him with us tonight. I know your community is in mourning. Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara, I appreciate your time. I appreciate the work that you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Natasha.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.